Hello there. My name is Random Rachel. All right, so it's not Random Rachel, it's Suzanne, and you have arrived at Making It in Maine, my YouTube channel, where I mainly talk about quilting, but also other handcrafts from time to time. Why did I call myself Random Rachel at the beginning of this? Because sometimes I feel like my name should begin with an R because I am so random. It just seems like it would fit nicely if I could frequently call myself Random Rachel. Let's see, is there something I could call myself that begins with an S? I don't know. If you can think of something, let me know in the comments. But I'm calling myself Random Rachel today because I just started something very random, something that was not on my radar, but classic Suzanne fashion. I get rooting around in my sewing room and see things, open books that have fabric inside them to go toward a project in that book. And so that's what I'm doing at the moment. But before I take you on that little venture, I just this morning finished all of my Alaska quilt blocks. This is the layout, and they're all done. But I need a break because the next step is trimming the blocks. And I have to say, that is one of my least favorite things to do in the quilting process is trimming blocks, because it's also in the trimming that you find that you aren't so accurate. I mean, I strive to be accurate, but gosh darn it, sometimes it just doesn't turn out that way. Are you a fan of Laundry Basket Quilt fabrics? I love them, and I think Edita is so talented. One of the reasons I love her fabric is that they look like reproduction fabrics. I don't know if they are reproduction fabrics or not. I don't know. If you know, let me know in the comments. I think some of them maybe are. I know she has a lot of antique quilts. Let me know if you have any Laundry Basket fabric. Let me know if you are a fan of Laundry Basket quilt fabric, and if you've done any of her patterns or used any of her fabric. Yeah, let me know in the comments. So regarding my Alaska quilt, I laid them all out on the floor. So I am going to put a little block parade in to show you each block. And there are 13 different blocks. So I'll do a little parade of those, and at the end of the block parade, you'll see them laid out on my living room floor. And that is where I am at with that. out, and it's a good thing I double checked the position of each block because I found one that was in the wrong position. The blue triangles of this block were on the left instead of on top. And here is a close-up of all the blocks. Super excited to have these all pieced. Like I said, I need a break. This quilt feels to me like an enormous project. And I came up here with the need to do something sort of cleansing. Having a cup of detox tea. Just got out of my infrared sauna and took a shower. So that was all sort of cleansing. I just needed to do something that didn't require a lot of cutting or that sort of thing. Regarding my little basket of yo-yos, I have decided I pulled a few lighter brown prints. So I want to replace some of the dark ones. And I don't know if in doing that, it's going to make some of the dark ones stand out even more. So I think I'm just gonna abandon that thought and just sew these babies down as they are. Just gonna do it. Get her done. Get her done. Done is better than lingering. Yeah, done is better than torturing yourself mentally with decisions. So I'm just going to get them, those yo-yos stitched down. Forget those lighter pieces. I'm not going to do it. All right, my current little cleansing project, what I'm choosing to call my cleansing project. And I don't know if I'll, take it to the finish line right away, but just moving it along. It's not something that was really started. I had pieces of fabric cut out. I will just show you what I'm up to, and then I'll show you the book that they came from. Let me just cut this and that. I have 3 pieces. Oh, let me press these. Let me press these first. It is a rainy day here in Maine, and I need to get in my infrared sauna as part of my Bartonella, my Lyme co-infection situation that I am trying to rid myself of. So the sauna is part of that protocol, but also it was so darn chilly in here today that I thought, whew, I'm going to get in that sauna and get warm. 140 degrees. And it's curious. I don't like a really hot day in the summer. Like if it's much above 80, I'm not the greatest fan. I can tolerate it, but it's not my favorite. But yet I can sit in my 140 degree sauna for 20 to 30 minutes. Go figure. Here's what I just sewed. These 3 panels. Some of my very favorite fabrics here. This is an all-time favorite of mine. My sewing room curtains are that fabric. This is lovely. Didn't you think? It's a sort of a dirty pink. And here's another all-time favorite fabric of mine. So there's that one. And this one is a little bit different. It has two favorites there, and then it has this little pink print. So that's that. And they are going to get a back. This is going to be the back side of this. I wonder if you can guess what it is. Give it a whirl. Give it a whirl. Maybe I shouldn't tell you until I progress a little further. So yes, each one of those will get my favorite brown print on the back. And then I have two more. I haven't sewed the pieces together yet. Oh, I guess I need to cut. Another blue piece. Anyway, let's see here. These pieces are going to be sewn together. This has this print right here. Yes, I think you can see that sort of teal color. You know what? I think I need to buy a box of Crayola crayons and study my colors because sometimes I struggle. So those three fabrics are going to go together. The blue will go in the middle, and this will go on the back. And I need to cut another blue square. I just said I didn't want to do cutting, but I can handle cutting one square, one 4.5 by 4.5 inch square. So, should I tell you or should I not? Should I have you guess? I think I'm going to have you guess. I will show you the book that it comes from, though, and if perchance you have this book, then you can cheat. You can cheat and you can look in it and see what I'm making. I can't remember. So this is a ginger cookie company, and it's called Circle of Friends. So sweet. I want to make that. I think I have one or two more of these ginger cookie company books. I could be daydreaming too, could be making it up, but who knows? I don't eat sweets on the regular anymore, very rare, and I haven't had white sugar for weeks now. I don't consume it on the regular anyway, but having two recent baking jobs, sometimes I fell victim, and not my most recent baking job, but the one before, I had to make ginger cookies on the regular, and ginger is one of my absolute favorites. If I were out and about somewhere back in the day when I ate sugar on the regular, the things that called my name were ginger things and lemon things. Those are my two favorite flavors for a dessert. Anyway, I digress. Ginger Cookie Company, Circle of Friends. I'll show you the projects. Here is a quilt called Green Apple. Very pale, almost a yellow green in that. Let me try shutting this light off and see if that, no, that's worse. Okay, let's see what else. I got this from Keepsake Quilting. Whether or not I got it from that actual store, it used to be in New Hampshire. I don't know if I think I may have been there physically once, but I ordered from them a few times. But I got this clearly on sale for $10.99. So on the back, there is this little wool applique. I'm guessing it's wool applique. And I think that's a hooked mat. Yes, it's a hooked rug mat, a little hooked mat. And I actually started that years ago. And I just decided I did not like it enough to continue. So I ripped the wool out and abandoned it. And there's that sweet one on the front made into a pillow, sort of like a bench pillow. And see what else we have. All right, that was, I just showed you, that was on the back. And then there's this wool bucket, a round wool bucket. That's kind of cool. I think I would maybe put a different something there if I ever made it. And then the little, a little penny rug attached to a basket, and another penny rug there. All right, let's continue. Haven't shown you yet what I'm making. Okay, here is the Circle of Friends quilt. I've done some piecing with curves, but not a lot. That could be fun to make. And here is Sweet Memories. I suspect that one is both wool and cotton applique. Oh, there's a better shot of the bench pillow. And that also looks like it's probably cotton and wool applique. And there's a little stitchery with some wool applique. And then whatever that is. All right. I'm going to cover up. Yes, I'm going to cover up the thing I am making. And there is, that is wool applique. That could be turned into a hooked rug if someone so chose. And this table runner, I love Morning Glories. So look at that. Whoops. Look at that gorgeous Morning Glory table runner. Love it. All right, and lastly, there is a crow sticking out of that mug. A wool crow. Why did I call it a crow? I don't think it's a crow. It's some kind of bird. Some kind of bird sticking out of that mug. So, stay tuned to see what I am making. I don't know why I dug this out the other day. I went searching for it in here. Oh, I know why. I went searching for the book that my pincushion came out of. I made this years ago. It's colors, it's very faded. I think the feathers used to be green. And I put it on this, what do you call these boxes? I don't know what you call these boxes, but anywho, I painted the bottom, put fabric on the top, and I just have this inside. Bunch of needles. I think I used to have thread in there, but that's what's in there now. So I went in search of the book that it came from. Took me a while, rooting around, and I found it. It's an Indigo Junction book. Gosh, I used to look at their things a lot, and I think I have, you know, other books, quite a few maybe, I don't know, a few books by Indigo Junction, or patterns. Maybe they're just patterns. No, I think small books like this. Anyway, this is called Needlework Companions. So there's the bird that I made. And even though I recently said I'm not a very Americana, patriotic sort of person, doesn't mean I can't make them for other people who are really into decorating with Americana and that sort of thing. So I got thinking about this. I couldn't quite remember, but I was quite sure there was a patriotic pincushion. So I went searching for this and found it. So it sits atop a tall dowel. That seems a little tall to me, could easily knock over, but I might make that with some of my wool felt. Just might. But here are the other projects. So there's this tomato girl. She's got a face on her and a pear. And I don't know if they call that a strawberry. And then a bee-skep. And another one of those atop a smaller cylindrical box. And a teddy bear and a shoe. And then on the back, there's an angel and a heart. Is that blurry? An angel and a heart, a sunflower, a hen, and a very strange black cat. Then we have a carrot, and I don't know what that is, a melon, little strawberries. That looks like a plum. Carrot. Let me see what those other two are. Tomato girl, sweet teddy, shoe, plum, pear, melon. Okay, yes. So that's probably the melon. Little strawberries, jack-o'-lantern, not pictured on the cover. Hens on grass tuft, flag hat, carrot, black-eyed Susans. Black-eyed Susan. Oh, yeah. What did I call that? Black-eyed Susan? And bee-skep girl. So what is the one with the little... What is that one with a little heart Percy thing on it? Make do's. Traditional ball-shaped. Whatever. I don't know what it is. Don't know. All right, dear ones, that is it for today in my sewing room in Maine. Let me know if you have any ideas of what this is going to be. I bet some of you are mighty smart and are going to guess correctly. I wonder if I should reward the very first guesser. The first comment. Who has an idea what this might be? I might send you a little reward for guessing correctly. All right, dearest ones, from my heart to yours, wherever you are, from my heart to yours. Bye for now.